Black men have come at me when I say there's not enough eligible men, and they push back at me. But one of the things I've realized about good black men is that you don't realize that, first of all, there's not a gazillion more like you. I've noticed this even with my husband. There's a lack of awareness around what is eligible and the availability of black men. My husband thinks so many men are just like him, that there's just really a bunch of Carrie Popes running around that are solid, hard-working, intelligent, marriage material, mature, grown men who want to be responsible and want to build a family. And I'm like, Carrie Pope, no. So ladies, by the time you take out the rappers, the gold teeth, the sagging pants, the young ones who just ain't even ready for marriage, now you got a whole other demographic of black men who have sworn off black women. Whole movements created to completely giving up on black women.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good. So what? Is all men going to choose wrong?
I mean, here's the thing. It's most of them aren't shit, but at the same time, they're very secure.
You said so. Most of them ain't shit.
Yeah, most of them ain't shit, but it's like you gotta do what you need to do to have it done. I need that bag secured. I'm already down. Why I want to be down with a dude that's down also? That makes no sense.
So you already want your bag secure. You gotta have a bag. Like what do you need? What do you need from him?
I need to have my own car. You need to have your own car.
3-4 bedroom house. 3-4 bedroom house.
Yeah, like I need to bring.
Does he have to make all that happen, or what? How does that?
Yeah. Why would you not make that happen? That's what the man's supposed to do.
So what are you bringing to the table? He gotta get the houses. He gotta get this house. Like
what am I bringing to the table?
Yeah.
I showed up to the table.
You showed up to the table.
Yeah, I showed up to the table. I graced your table with my presence. What do you mean?
Man, everything you said makes no damn sense at all.
How does that not make sense? When if a man be materialistic and you want the woman, then it's okay. But if a woman want it, it's different. Like that makes no sense.
The only thing you're worried about is needing a big house.
See, it's so you don't have it. That's what it is. You don't have it. That makes sense. You look like that.
There you go.
You look like the type.
There you
I'm
go.
just saying.
Here you go.
Look like the type.
Listen, you expected all this from a man, and you
so
over there looking like Jeepers Creepers.
Wow.
Man, you look like you ate Jeepers, which means you ate nigga that eats people.
That's cute. You're cute. But not.
That's
fine. You know what? You asked me my opinion though. But you asked me my opinion though.
Man, instead of worrying about a man right now, you need to be worried about your health.
He said I was worried. I know he told you I was worried. I never told you I was worried.
Like that.
I never told you I was worried. That's the one thing that she's not. She's not worried. That's the one thing she's definitely not worried. It's definitely not.
Hey,
yeah.
Men who listen to this, stay away from Big Bertha, because this is the time you thinking for real.
Wow.
It's hurt everything. It's hurt everything.
Not listen to this dude who can't pay for it. If he can't afford it, just say that. If you can't, just say that. Just say you can't afford it. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah.
I'm fine with this. Like, seriously.
I think you looking up, right?
Bye. I'm done with this.
Yo, what's up? So you guys, your girl just came here to show y'all something real quick. So I just got this swimsuit, right? From Fashion Nova. This is a, what is this? A 3X? Yeah, I think it's a 3X. Hi. But I actually like it. It's pretty dope. And just get your wedgie though in the back. It really do. Sorry, y'all.
And what is a man to get? What is a man to get? Now, don't take this as no shade, because I'm not putting myself on no pedestal, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of men that look at me and be like, ugh, I would never talk to her. But for the ones that would, you'll get somebody that's loving, caring, respectful, supportive about her stuff, amongst a bunch of other things. I had dudes be like, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? The table, the chairs, the tablecloth that goes on the table, the plate, the forks, spoons, knives, cutlery, the napkins. Not only did I bring to the food to the table, let's talk about that. The food that I handmade from scratch, flour, sugar, salt, pepper, whatever, making it from scratch. But let's talk about how the food even got to the table. I had to go to the grocery store to get the food. How did I pay for this food? Because I went to work. Because I'm hardworking. A lot of y'all be talking about, what do you bring to the table? You don't even own the table. You sitting over there renting your table. Some of y'all got your table in y'all mama's name. Hold up. Some of y'all got your table set up in your baby mama's house. Talking about what you bring to the table. I bring edges. But for real, yo, I need y'all to write in the comments. If you ever heard somebody say, what do you bring to the table? Write down in the comments what you bring to the table. Loyalty, respect, supportive, communication. Do you know how to talk? TALK. Can you hold a conversation? I bring conversation, not a what's up or what you doing. I'm paying bills. I ain't got my hair done yet, but I'm paying bills. They be like, when you get your teeth fixed, my cash app. You want to get my teeth fixed, my cash app? I wasn't even trying to go here, but yeah, y'all, I'm just playing around. I hope y'all have a great day. I just wanted to...
You know, that first clip was Rebecca Lynn Pope going on some kind of tirade and shit. It's all cap. All right, it's all cap. You know, she's an op to me. You know, she's been an op. She's a what I call an agent of chaos or a wannabe. Okay? Said a bunch of bullshit. And I just feel like she's like a grifter. Okay? I don't think she's giving any decent advice to any women out there and shit. No, if a woman cares about you and loves you truly, she's gonna be on your program. She's gonna be under your wing. Okay? Without a shadow of a doubt. They know how to act right when they want to. Okay? And we figured that out and we're just tired of the bullshit. Okay, and black men are by and large, you know, what she's complaining about is the same attitude that a lot of black women ramped up to toxic extremes in the fucking 80s. Okay? Now black men are reaching that plateau and shit with your behavior. Okay, it's out of pocket and shit. All right, Rebecca Lynn Pope. You know, one of the sure signs of somebody that's fake as fuck is when I guess she's not getting the revenue that she wants. You know, she's not getting the revenue, or she's lacking somewhere financially, so she feels the need to. They always talk in this kind of disparaging, bullying tone to the people they're supposed to be helping. You know, because they're getting desperate. You know, the money's thinning out and shit. So now she gotta sit in her fucking car like every other, you know, black woman on TikTok and shit, make some kind of video trashing us. All right, because that's what they do. That's all the fuck they do and shit. Now they don't want the fucking, you know, the check to come due and shit, and they don't want the fucking receipt and shit. Okay. So yeah, you know, I think she's not. I think she's full of shit. And I included the following clips to show you what we've been dealing with for decades. Because you know, because of you guys, black men are by and large looked at as the garbage men of the dating community, of the sexual marketplace and shit. And that sucks. So we got to change that up. Okay, I ain't ripping anybody for their level of body positivity and shit. I'm just saying it's bullshit. You know, I remember when I was in my late 20s through to my mid 30s, I would get a lot of fucked up looking women coming at me because they thought that, you know, because I was black, I would just accept them and shit. You know, motherfuckers that look like giant, you know, dingleberries and shit. You know, motherfuckers that look like somebody you see at Disneyland and shit, and you take a picture of them with your kid and shit. You know, I'm just saying. I'm saying Rebecca Lynn Pope, man, I wish she would just shut the fuck up sometimes. She said a lot of shit in the past that caused an uproar in our ethnic community and shit. And hasn't taken any fucking responsibility. You hear early on in that clip, she's talking about how black men come at her and, refute her what she's saying and shit. Like she's some kind of fucking authority on any goddamn thing. Okay, it's just somebody trying to make money off you. She don't want to get an honest job. Okay? She don't want to, put that apron on and be a fry cook and shit, or work that cash register. All right. I don't think anything she said is worth shit. Okay. No, when you guys used to fuck with Kevin Samuels all the time and shit. I have a free pass. I'm just gonna run roughshod all through this bitch, and I don't care whose feet I step on. Okay. I don't care who's offended. All right. We've been dealing with bullshit for a minute. Okay, you guys have been the stewards of our community, and you've bred and raised the men that you complain about. When are you gonna just acknowledge that you raised these men? Okay, these fucked up men. All right, no man is having a baby and shit, as far as we know. Okay, no man's having a fucking baby and raising it to be a fucked up Negro that shits on your life or shits all over and ruins your life. Everything is not about you and shit. What you can control is yourself and your fucked up behavior, but you don't want to acknowledge that. A lot of you women don't want to acknowledge your shitty ass behavior and deal with it accordingly and shit. What I'm saying right now mirrors that goddamn therapist Shabir Walls, who was talking trash and shit. She should have been talking to her sisters and shit instead of fucking with us. And I don't care if they say that black women were the ones that knocked her out of her job. I feel like black men did that shit. And I'm not going to concede that point. Okay, if you guys can be delusional about every goddamn thing under the sun in this ethnic community, I can claim that black men booted her and her narrow ass out of her fucking profession. All right? Rebecca Lynn Pope, she needs to follow suit. All right? Because all she does is like she's just a troll. I feel like Michael Jackson, right before he died the last couple of years, he was known for calling people ignorant and shit. I want to say that to you. Rebecca Lynn Pope, you fucking ignorant. Okay? You're ignorant. All right? And that's why, I put these clips in there. The secondary clips and shit. That second clip shows you what we deal with and shit. The sense of entitlement is insane and shit. All right? I'm kind of, I always walk on that little tightrope with standards and practices on this fucking platform. But I want to say that this biological female in the clip, that second clip, that's a mess. Okay? That's a mess. And that's some shit that brothers see and shit. And that, unfortunately, there's some weak-willed brothers laying down with that shit. There's some weak-willed brothers laying down. The ship's bumping in the night, right? And it gives you guys a sense of entitlement. I'm like, where does that come from? Where's that come from? Look at this shit. If anybody's into this and whatnot, hit me up in the comment section. If that's your stuff, man, is this what you want? All right? Just saying. I think it's ridiculous. All right? I think it's ridiculous. And social media is bad for your mind. It'll rot your mind. It's like drugs. Especially for you women and shit. Because you need that shit like you need oxygen and shit, okay? And you fall prey to, the okie doke and shit. It's presented by, professional grifters and shit. Armchair therapists like Rebecca Lynn Pope and shit. She's not offering any decent advice or information and shit, okay? She's just telling you what you want to hear. That's all she's doing and shit. And that makes you weak. All right? And this is why you're in the situation you're in now. Right? I haven't said it in a long time, but winter is here for you guys, economically, socially, interpersonally, and shit, because you've been by and large unable to change. You've been stagnant for 4 decades, and now you figured out that black men have started behaving as you did in the '80s when you turned your back on us and co-signed all this negative propaganda and shit. And you mismanaged our ethnic community because you guys were right up front and shit with your chest out, with your tits out, claiming that you were, the backbone of this fucking community and shit. And look at it today. So, what do you have to say for yourself? Okay? What do you have to say? What does Rebecca Lynn Pope have to say about that? Nothing constructive and shit. She's not gonna tell you anything that's not gonna line her fucking pockets and shit because she's a knob. Okay? She's a knob. She's a past the wall exotical and shit. She's a light skinned woman, you know. She got a little she got a little square curvy square shape. You know, she's right at that between being a fat ass middle aged chick and, having some ass, okay? I know it's boorish and shit, but considering the other clips that I posted and shit, I figured maybe I would say something to throw a bone, to people. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to call this a Chick and Keisha situation or anything. But I wanted you to see for context that, I showed you some really undesirable women and shit, visually saying and shit. They probably well, at least a couple of them might be a sweetheart, mentally and shit. But you're not dating their mind and shit. All right. And I'm tired of women talking about, standards and, guy standards and beating us over the head with our own, with our own situation. We're visual creatures and all that. You want to beat us over the head with it while you taking selfies of, putting your ass up in the on the bathroom counter and shit. Now I gotta say, all them bitches that be talking about that, and talking shit to men about they don't want to go out with no fat blobs, don't go out no messy looking chicks, no sloppy looking chicks, no basic chicks, no women don't have no social grace or training and shit, don't know how to sit with their one leg photo of the other. A laundry list of things, right? I want to see you motherfuckers dating a little short, fat, chubby nigga with a little tiny dick and shit and no fucking money. And he got to have his pockets out to show that there's nothing but Lynn there. Not even Lynn, okay? Date a short ass, chubby nigga, with no peen, no nothing, and just the most undesirable. You do that. Date him based on his fucking personality and shit, okay? All right? You ain't going to do that. All right? And you're going to continue to talk to us and try to grift us and get your bag like Rebecca Lynn Pope here. All right, you're gonna try that bullshit, and we're gonna treat you how you want to be treated. You want to be treated like a human being. You want to be treated like a queen at best or a prostitute at worst and shit. Okay, I advise you to a lot of you guys that eat a black pill and shit. Maybe that might be for you. All right, get your passport. Do whatever you can do to keep tangibles out of their hands. Tangibles and the intangibles of things. Okay, don't basically I'd say let that fruit die on the vine. All right, because all you got is some grifting bullshit and some shaming and the sign language. Okay, not gonna say the acronym. You know what it means. Our Godfather, he coined that phrase. He innovated that phrase. And low boiling contempt. It's not gonna be tolerated anymore. Shit. We're just gonna say bye, bitch. Bye-bye. All right? Kind of sucks, right? Anyway, SYSBM equals Save Yourself Black Man.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.